BMW i5 M60, PCP, personal lease, or salary sacrifice. Let's do some number crunching. Welcome back again, folks. JD here again. So today's video, today's little comparison, I'm going to do some number crunching and we're going to work out, at the moment, May 2025, what's best if we want to get our hands on a BMW i5 M60. There are some cracking deals around at the moment. I've got the i5, I don't remember what it's called now. M40, is it? I can't remember what it's called, but it's the slower one. And it's a great car, but the M60... you know, under 4 seconds, 0 to 60, X-Drive is a real bargain at the moment. So I thought we'd do some number crunching. We're going to take a personal lease, we're going to take a PCP example, and we're going to take a salary sacrifice business lease example. If you're new to this channel, please do hit that subscribe button if you like my content. It really helps me grow the channel. Hit that bell icon so that you're notified as and when I release new content. This channel is all about better educating you when it comes to car finance related products. And I have a couple of tools available to purchase if you ever want to get your hands on the spreadsheet that I'm using today, or a PCP HP calculator. Please send me an email, and for a one-off donation of £10, your spreadsheet will be with you within seconds. So over to business. So I was doing a little search earlier and I came across this PCP example on the M60. So it is the M60 X-Drive Saloon, as we've said. This is a 48-month agreement, 1 plus 47 effectively. So 1 month's deposit, sorry, not 1 month's deposit, but the deposit is paid up front, followed by 47 equal payments. Remember what I always say, check when you're comparing PCPs that you're getting the same term. Make sure it's 1 plus 47 or 1 plus 48 and everything's the same. Because it could be that you've asked for a 4-year quote and they're quoting one month up front or 1 month deposit and then 48 equal payments or 47 equal payments, and it does make a difference. This is 48 months, so 47 equal payments plus your deposit. It's got an on-the-road cash price of $97,755, so this will be basic car without any options. It's got a monthly payment of £1,305.21, 10,000 miles per annum, really good APR, 3.9. We won't worry about excess mileage today. And total amount payable with interest, £107,000. Again, remember what I always say, regardless of whether you keep the car or not, you're paying interest on the entire amount financed less your deposit. So we've got a balloon payment here of £35,000 after 4 years. You're paying interest on that from day one. So let's make a little spreadsheet. So we'll go to a blank tab here. This is PCP. So PCP is £1,305 per month with a deposit of $10,183. So let's assume we're not going to pay the balloon payment. We're going to hand the car back. Most people do. That's going to cost us that plus that times 47. £71,000 across the 4 years on a PCP. So then I went over to leaseloco.com. No affiliation, but it is a great website. It's like the confused.com for car leasing. There's another one called leasing.com as well. Very good website. But if you are thinking of leasing a car, do check it out. So let's have a look. So I had a quick look earlier. There's the car. So again, standard car, M60 X-Drive, BMW i5, and I've done it on 10,000 miles a year. We need to change it to 4 years. So on 4 years, it's coming out. This is interesting. Look, my car was like this. Normally, in the past, whenever I've looked at this, the longer a lease you go for, the cheaper it becomes. But in this case, look, it's actually cheaper over 2 years, over 3 years, and then 4 years. But anyway, we'll use 4 years because that's the example we've got of the PCP. So 4 years. Now, with leasing, your upfront payment is normally a multiple of the standard monthly payment. So I've chosen, and we'll do a couple of examples here, but I've chosen 12 months up front because it's the highest I can choose here, and it gives us a similar deposit to the PCP, 8,235, and then it's got 47 equal payments of 68630. So let's put this in the spreadsheet. So this is a personal, we'll just put lease. This has got a monthly payment of 686.30, and we're putting a 12-month deposit in, which is 8235. Total cost over the 4 years to personally lease is 40,491. So that means that personally leasing at the moment, May 2025 versus PCP, this is just a standard PCP example, is £31,000 cheaper over the term, or £646 a month cheaper to personally lease. Now, let's say, as I did before, on when we talked about the Porsche Macan, however you want to pronounce it. Let's say that we don't want to put a big deposit in. We want to invest that money, get some interest back on it. So what I'm going to do also is on the lease, I'm just going to change it to a 1 month up front. So 1 month there, look. So that means it's just 48 equal payments of 843. So your first month is 843, your remaining 47 months are 843. So we need to change that to 843.59. So 843.59 and a deposit of 843.59. Total across the term, 44.92. It's identical really, isn't it? So there's not much in it. But rather than putting that massive wedge of cash in, invest it, pay a bit more each month. The cost across the term is identical. Now, what about if we could salary sacrifice this? Now, again, I've talked about this before. There's lots of salary sacrifice schemes out there. They all have the pros and cons. Some offer insurance, some offer gap cover, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to assume a straight business lease. So as a company, you're leasing the car. You're getting the 50% VAT rebate because it's a personal car, so you can't get all the VAT back because it's not a pool car. And you're going to salary sacrifice it. So let's have a look back on Lease Loco. We're going to change this to a business lease. Now, interesting. This really doesn't make sense. Look what's happened. Personal lease, 843.59 inclusive of VAT. Business lease, 1,046 exclusive of VAT. Now, I can tell you when I had my BMW, the business lease was the same as the personal lease, if not less. So probably not such a good example here, but we'll look at it based on these figures anyway and see what it would come out if you were to salary sacrifice it. So we've got 1,046.52, but we need to add on 10% of the VAT because we only get half the VAT back. So 1042, so this is going to be salary sacrifice. It's going to be 1042 plus 10% VAT, 1146.20. So that's the amount that we need to salary sacrifice. So over to the salary sacrifice tool, we're going to assume we've got a standard tax code of 1257L. And we're going to assume there's no other deductions, no other salary sacrifice, no car allowance, no pension contributions, that kind of thing. And let's assume we earn £60,000 a year. So we are salary sacrificing, what was it? 1146.20, which is £13,754 a year, which makes our taxable pay 46,245. Then we need to put the P11D value in, and currently the benefit in kind on electric vehicles is 2%. So the P11D value, we'll get that from this PCP quote, was 97,755. So we put that in here. So that gives us a taxable benefit of £1,955 a year. So that amount comes off our tax code, and then we pay tax on that amount based on our standard tax rate. So that's reduced our personal allowance from 1257L to 1061. and we're going to come out with a net salary of $3,035. That car is costing us $744.33 a month, 35% saving. So yes, we're assuming we're earning quite a good salary of $60K a year, but even though the business lease at the moment, for some reason, they must be doing different deals, even though the business lease is a lot more expensive per month, it is $1146.20 versus $843.59, and I'm assuming both of these are 1 month upfront only. To salary sacrifice it with a 60 grand a year salary is going to cost us, wait for it, where was it, $744.33. So across the term, that's going to be 744.33 times 48, 35,727, which is a saving compared to a business lease of that minus that, 4,700. So it's about £100 a month cheaper, and that's based on a much higher monthly lease price of $10.46 plus VAT versus $8.43 Inc. VAT. So again, food for thought. I hope that was interesting. As I said, if you do like this channel, you do like my content, I appreciate you stopping by. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you're notified as and when I release new content. Email me here if you'd like a copy of either of my spreadsheets. Until next time, thanks very much for watching. Take care.